Alright, so what I'm gonna do today, we are going to do Genshin's story quest. Or event, yeah. Event Hangout. Begin. A song that knows grace. How gorgeous. Oops. This one. Nice. Alright. Oh. Oh, there's something else. Hey, Zhongling. Oh, it's you two. We came to ask you something, about something. Would you mind waiting for a moment? I'm currently in the middle of something. What are you busy with? Speaking of which, to think you managed to return so quickly. What's this about? Zhongling, are these two your friends? They often come here. It's definitely the event quest, I don't know what this is about. I guess they are old acquaintances of mine. Splendid. Since you two are also here, can't we... I don't really care. Oh, you mean that story? I'd love to go back. There are some bloody... I'm not paying attention because this is not what I'm here for, so... You're not gonna read to me, I'm not gonna pay attention. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna let me go. My goodness. Oh, I finished it apparently. Okay then. Anyway. Back to actual
Can't you
audio.
send someone
There we
any
go.
sooner? The clock is ticking and I need this resolved ASAP.
I'm
I know what
sorry,
we're talking about.
but we don't have any adventurers available at this instant.
What happened? What's
Your
happening?
timing is most optimal.
What's
Allow me to
happened?
introduce
Okay, cool.
Yuning, manager of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. She has commissioned the guild to...
Traveler? Ugh, Yoonjin is always talking about you. Please, you've gotta help us find her.
Yoonjin is missing?
Yep, she's gone and disappeared. Now of all times, just days away from the big performance. All she left was a short note.
To whomever finds this letter, after some discussion about the Divine Maiden play with my friends, I find that there is still much to learn indeed. I have gone to Lingju Pass in hopes of gaining some inspiration. I will return within the day, so do not worry, Yoonjin. What's
If
wrong
our
there?
audience doesn't get to see Yoon-jin on stage, they'll start tearing the place down.
She,
I mean, what am I supposed to do, huh?
she literally said she would come back.
That's what I said too, but
Look, when you're a
Don't be such a
megastar like
whore.
Yoon-jin, you gotta start taking things a little more seriously. Saying she'll be back doesn't give me a whole lot of reassurance when she's showing no regard for her own safety. Why does she have to go and practice somewhere so dangerous? What if something happens to her? What am I going to tell the audience?
Worst case scenario, she still has. I mean, she's pretty weak. I've played her in the tryout, and yeah, maybe you should worry. I'm pretty sure her life is not at risk here.
Well then, what if she gets into a scrape and hurts herself? If she gets so much as a scratch, it'll be a loss to the whole nation.
as you can see, this is what we're up against. Would you
Yes.
be willing to accept this commission?
Okay, for Yoonjin.
Oh, wonderful. Ugh, thank the stars. Please, you've got to bring her back, safe and sound.
I'll think about it. What? I do like your level number. I'm gonna pass. Oh no, there we go. Okay, I thought that was somebody thought. I don't want to fight that either, but if it's monster attack, get out of the way. I guess I'm taking this fight. Okay. Well, I didn't want to, but if it's for the quest, then oh shit, I forgot. Good news. Damn, you suck. I have to announce when you attack. Kind of cringe. Are you alright? Same thing. Are you hurt?
Oh, it's you.
Oh, hi.
I do apologize. I didn't see you there.
Seriously?
What brings you all the way up here? Oddly enough, I was just thinking of scheduling a meeting with you later. I didn't expect to run into you here, of all places.
Your manager sent me. I heard you went missing. I heard you went missing.
Ah, I see. So
Oh,
Yunning sent
okay.
you. I
Did
did
it press
tell
the
her
wrong
not
one,
to
or-
worry. But on this occasion, it seems I'm rather lucky you came. You've helped me avert a major catastrophe. It's a pity, though. I was so close to achieving the state of mind that Shenhe was talking about.
What state of
Do you
mind?
remember what Shenhe said about the divine damsel fighting
do.
against the evil monster?
I do.
That in reality, she hadn't acted as courageously as the operatic rendition would have you believe. That it was simply a matter of life and death, and she chose self-preservation. Granted, she later admitted that she preferred the version of events given in the opera, with its portrayal of a divine heroine sacrificing herself
Heroine?
for others. But after giving it a lot of consideration, I think that this character is defined by her emotional complexity, and even uncertainty. So the more emotions I can experience for myself, the wider range I will have to draw on in my performance. If access to a different state of mind can help me provide a fresh interpretation of the character and her actions, well, surely it will take my acting skills to the next level. That's why I came here. My plan was to take it slowly, start by just dipping my toe in, as it were. But once I started, I just got completely drawn in. I feel like I was so close to a breakthrough here.
This is much too dangerous. Want to try again? I'll join you. Yeah.
You've defeated an ancient god before. How am I supposed to experience genuine danger if you're here with me? I suppose I had better return to Liyue Harbor for now. I'll only end up putting you in an awkward position otherwise. Goodness knows how you'd explain this to Yunning.
Very
I
true.
wonder whether I have gained anything useful from this trip. I suppose only time will tell.
I'll turn my volume up a little bit. Just my volume, not yours. That'll do. Back to Liyue. Goodness. Up to 13, not 14 anymore. That's sad. Anyway. Hello.
Can you put a few more adventurers on the case or something? The clock's still ticking away.
Please have faith in him. Ah, they've returned.
Yunning, we're back.
Yunjin, are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy?
No,
I still love
I'm
that name.
fine.
So
You don't
cute.
need to worry. When it's time to go on stage, I'll be there.
Look, I get it. You like to go out exploring. That's fine. But do you really have to go off thrill-seeking this close to the show? You have to take better care of yourself, okay? For all our sakes. For the opera troupe and for your audience. We're just lucky we had the Traveler to help out. What if something had happened to you, huh? What would I say to our audience,
Well, I would say the best way to make it up to our audience is to give them the best performance we can. Don't you agree? While I'm off stage, as long as there is something, anything I can do to improve my acting ability, even the slightest amount, I can't pass up the opportunity.
You know,
Is she thorough?
Ugh, I don't know what to say anymore. Traveler, please, you tell her.
So,
You go get
what's
him,
your
sis.
honest opinion?
Ultimately, safety should come first.
Exactly. Just think of all the people coming from far and wide just to show you their
It's just the
support.
visions, though.
Why do you make it sound like they are coming to see me and not the show?
Well, same difference, isn't it?
I don't think so. They seem
Exactly.
quite different to me. Well, either way, you're quite right. I mustn't let down our audience, especially those who came from afar. And I certainly mustn't make you come out looking for me again. So I
That's no trouble.
suppose I will put my training exercises on hold for a while.
Whew. I'm glad to know that the brightest star in my troupe is finally gonna start listening to reason. I'm gonna head back and see how the set is coming along. Don't go disappearing on me again.
All right, I'll head back and do some rehearsing. It's no substitute for first-hand experience, but it should still help me iron out a few issues.
It's also much safer than first-hand experience.
Speaking of which, I haven't even thanked you properly for saving me. If you are free after the show, come and find me at Hayu Tea House.
Can I join the show? What's that? Okay. I don't know how that would have gone any other way. Just see. Huh? Really? Like what? Oh my god. What? I'm so confused. I have to do... So I have to do one. Okay, on stage, behind the stage. Is it what? Oh, on stage, behind stage. Is it quick or something? I guess I'll do it.
You should really bring the knights.
Shut up. Is it like a quick one? I don't want to read through it. Goodness. jump. No matter. Ain't no biggie. Considering 4 people, if there's not 4 people down here, it's probably gonna be like, no, I just see one. Yeah, that's it. There. I'm not gonna do this. I just want to do the quest. The Hangout quest. Well, there's 3 people. I don't know. I don't remember who said that they were in here. Got it. I was listening, sure. Now, wait a minute. Oh, it's fine. Oh my god, what do I have to do? What is it? What is it though? Thank you. Have you put the piece of wooden? 1 red dye. Okay, I can make that the thingamajiggy over here. I think it's down here. There it is. I mean, if it can make it any place, it would be here, wouldn't it? No, is it in the damn tea house? Oh no, oh no. Really? Well, it's not too much trouble, really. Really? G. No. What's... Oh, B? Yes, it is. B buttons for this. This one. Haven't been in uni in a long time. But my dogs are still alive. Ah. Maybe you... I don't
We
know.
have put
Craft. Cool. May as well craft some more while I'm here. Just because I can't be fucked really. No. This one. Would be the... No. How do I make dye then? How do I do it? Oh, here. Oh, I'm stupid. 1. Did you want 1? I don't remember. It's 1 red dye. Okay.
if you ever
Goodbye. Oops. Nice. Kitty outie. No, not that way. No. This one. I'm going to get hurt from that old slap. Get off. Cool. Yes, yes, yes. You need a bread die for that. There we go. Is it done? Okay, it is done. Okay. So it is 8:18. The following day. Okay. Right on the dot. I'm uncomfortable so much. Alrighty. Let's go back. Up, yes. I was on that little platform, that's nice. No. Yes. Oh. Okay, bye. Really should preemptively just speed through these in my own time, so I don't have to go through the mistake of just having to go through this time-consuming stuff. Not done quite yet. How long is this? I have no idea. Oh, where am I going? This way. Oh, excuse me.
All tasks
Oh.
are handed out.
Adventurer, think you can last a round against me?
Hello. What did you do? Did you make it more green or something? I don't know what she did. Anyway. That is done. Resume. Okay. Yet. In that time. The next day. I was going to jump over onto it, but I guess not.
That was wonderful.
Yes. Hello.
Liyue opera is really something, but Liyue opera performed by Miss Yun, now that's something else. Thrilling
What is that behind
performance. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Your reputation is well deserved.
Well, I've had the pleasure of seeing the talented Miss Yun on stage many a time in the past, but the songs still sound fresh and new every single time. It's been barely a few days since I last saw you perform, but once again, Yun Jin, you've progressed by leaps and bounds.
Oh, you're far too kind, both of you. I'm still new to the profession, but I promised myself when I joined the troupe that I would strive to develop myself as a performer every day. And I wouldn't be where I am now without everyone's faithful support.
Nonsense, you're too humble, Miss Yun. You're a major celebrity. Who in Liyue hasn't heard the name Yun Jin?
In the circles I move in, anyone who says they've never seen Yun Jin on stage is at risk of getting laughed out of business. As it happens, I
You
have
say
a
gosh, but
business
okay.
meeting at the Xinyue kiosk with a client who is also a big fan of yours. So, I was wondering if you'd perhaps like to join us for the meal.
Oh, me too. I've booked a table at the Lioli Pavilion and was hoping you might join me.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to both of you, but I won't be able to make it. I'm very grateful for the invitations, but I'm afraid I already have arrangements for this evening. Isn't that right, Traveler?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, you have plans, but you're really gonna pass this up? I mean, you could always reschedule. Wait a
You'd say
second,
that to... You'd say that to someone you're praising so harshly? That's so... You'd say a celebrity, I don't think they could just reschedule. Anyway, I really... Am I really so famous in Liyue?
Well, I guess it's not going to work out today, then. Maybe another day, Miss Yun.
Huh, they took off pretty quick. Do they know something I don't?
Probably.
I guess I'll be leaving too. Wouldn't want to cramp your style.
Take care, both of you. Sorry that I can't see you off.
In a hurry.
Whew. Thanks for coming to my rescue. Again. Look at you. You're a national treasure. Even Gentry Moutsai is in awe of you. I feel a little sorry for Xinyue Kiosk and Liuli Pavilion. I just hope the food won't go to waste.
Well, why don't we go to... Oh, I don't know.
I don't think we'd be able to get a seat this late. But it's fine. I have a better place we can go. Let's head downstairs. I owe you a big thank you tonight.
Angelic off the bucket.
Miss Yoon? Oh, wow, it's really you! I have just a few questions, if you don't mind.
Hey, get back here. Oh, ditzy girl, you don't have a clue what you're doing.
Are you a journalist? If you'd like to arrange an interview, you'll have to liaise with my manager.
Sorry, Miss Yun. Don't mind her. She's just new and still learning the ropes. We'll leave you
Miss Yoon, I'm interested to know why you added a silk dance
That's
to the
weird.
scene where the divine damsel makes her appearance.
You noticed that?
Yes, based on the original script, that scene would see your character perform the Adeptus Walk. But the addition of the silk dance meant that the whole way you carried yourself was so much more...
Animated.
Yes, but delicate and graceful like a crane.
Oh, sorry. Which publication are you from? How come I haven't met you before?
Oh, well...
yeah, we're from the Steambird. I am Boy Yi, the editor-in-chief. And this young lady is Shuryun, one of my journalists. We were based in Fontaine. Just recently we made the move back to Liyue.
Oh, I see. You're from the Steambird. Then it's no wonder. Your journalist has clearly done her research.
That's very kind of you, but really, my level of knowledge is very basic compared to yours.
Hey, Miss Yoon is throwing you a bone here. Make the most of it, okay? Talk to her! Talk to her!
Actually, I'm afraid there's somewhere I need to be. And I'd really need to clear this interview with my manager.
Make the most of it. You may as well talk to them. Let's play it safe and book the appointment with your manager.
Yes, you're right. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid the troupe is pretty strict about the rules for this kind of thing. So we'll have to do this one by the book. Please liaise with my manager, and we can do this interview another day. The Steambird is a highly reputable publication, so I'm sure my manager won't give you a hard time. Once the interview is arranged, I'll be very happy to answer any and all questions you have.
But... fair enough. Sorry if we're being intrusive. Please forgive us? We'll leave you in peace. Hey, come on, quit dawdling!
Yes, I'm coming.
Calm down.
Bye, Miss Yun!
Hey, wait! That's the wrong way if you wanted to talk to my manager.
They're gone.
Oh well, never mind. I have a friend who works for a paper.
I'm sure I'll
ask
go
them
back
later.
to
For now,
admin
though,
and see
the top priority is making
they
good
really
on our
are.
plans. Now that I think about it, I've turned down 3 social engagements tonight. Come with me. Our plan is the
turned down
only one
more.
remaining, so let's make the most of it. I can smell the fragrance of food in the air. Yes, Churhu Rock is definitely the place to go after a performance.
Are you taking me to third round knockout? Are you taking me to...
Oh,
I don't know.
so you're a regular in Churhu Rock too, huh? Third round knockout has a great view. It's the perfect place to drink some tea and listen to a good story. It's also a favorite of one of my most faithful audience members. But at the same time, it's lacking a little pizzazz. Hey, have you been to Chen the Sharp's place before? His grilled tigerfish is the best around. Third Round Knockout and Wan Min Restaurant are both great restaurants. But when it comes to barbecue, this is the place to go. Enjoying some nice food and drink, sitting by the hot coals in the cool breeze? Let's go.
I didn't know third round knockout would be the place. Oh, this one? Okay, never mind then. Well, I don't fucking know.
Tigerfish! Grilled tigerfish, hot off the grill! Oh, hey there. Is this a Miss Yoon which I see before me? It's been a while. What'll it be? The usual?
Yes, please. I'm out with my friend today. let's start with a plate of stir-fried meat and a handful of skewers. And of course, some grilled tigerfish. 2, please. One with just a hint of chili, and the other one,
Same as
Got
yours.
it. Your grilled tigerfish will be ready soon. Do you want any drinks with that?
You serve drinks here?
Yeah, I don't advertise it though, because it's just something I'm experimenting around with for fun. Miss Yun likes a drink with her barbecue, so I ended up getting her to try them out for me. So, would you two like some tea, or?
Anything new?
Well, I managed to scrounge some milk from Dongsheng next door. A merchant from Mondstadt told me a while back that there's this popular drink doing the rounds there called milk tea. I tried my hand at making it too, but the response has been kind of lukewarm. Still way off being ready to add to my menu.
Tea with milk? Sorry, milk tea? It might not be the best thing for my throat, but if I'm
Milk
just
is good
having
for
a
the
little
throat.
taste, I mean, I think it should be fine. Oh, but what about you? Anything you want to drink?
Milk tea.
Okay, let's get yours in first. And then,
Weird.
I'll have one of each if that's all right. I'd like to try them all.
Okie dokie. And here's your tigerfish, fresh off the grill.
Come on, let's enjoy it while it's still hot. Piping hot barbecue and a nice cool drink is the best sensation.
Probably not good to through it though.
That was great. Shame about these drinks, though. I only had a little sip of each one, so there's a lot left over.
What do you want to do with the rest?
Well, I mean, I could just drink them, but they're a little bland for me. Nothing that special. I guess he must have toned down the flavors to make them palatable for a wider range of customers. We could just add some flavor back in? In fact, do you know the hot pot game?
No way.
Let's play the hot pot game with the leftover drinks. I'll add some extra ingredients based on my tastes, then you try to guess what I added. Sound good? Don't worry. After mixing in the new ingredients, I'll also drink half, so I won't add any weird stuff.
Are you sure this is how the hot pot game is played?
We don't need to worry about every last detail. Come on, I'll go grab some ingredients from the shop next door. Once you've psyched yourself up, come and join me.
I hate being tired.
Okay, get ready. Oh, and no peeking.
Avoid her gaze.
It's ready. Let me try it first.
He's a dog. I thought you were
Pretty
vomiting.
good. Your turn.
Knock it back. Savor the taste. Person to have another taste. Really favor it. How do you drink with a straight face?
Oh, just regular facial expression control. Besides, it's nothing that unusual. I think it tastes okay, doesn't it?
It's more of a soup than a drink, but amazingly it tastes pretty good.
So did you work out what ingredients I added?
I think you said something about C, so maybe this.
You guessed them all correctly. You seem to have a well-developed palate.
That was just a guess.
We can try some more combinations next time. I wonder what kind of new flavors I could create with some more traditional teas, like pine nectar or snow blossom. I can't wait to try it out. I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
Never thought this is what you'd be like off stage. Really, you and the character you play are nothing alike.
Huh. Well, people do often say that getting deep into a character is about identifying the part of you that is similar to them and bringing that into the performance. So in that sense, I can't say it's incorrect to conflate an actor and the characters they play on some level. But there are many more sides of me than the few you see on stage. So ultimately, yes, I am not the same person on stage as I am off stage. Sometimes, when I get letters from people, I can tell from the way they write that they see me as someone cold and aloof.
Okay.
I can write back, but I have to be very careful about what I say. Likewise, when I get invited along to banquets and so on, I have to make sure to keep myself calm and composed the whole night.
It's a shame. Your offstage personality is definitely the cuter one. Your onstage personality is more striking. That's unavoidable.
You think so? So you prefer the way I am on stage too? It's fair enough. After all, every detail of my onstage presence, from the songs to the costumes and makeup, is carefully crafted for maximum appeal. And I've worked hard to try and cultivate an image that appeals to everyone, regardless of age or gender. But if I can't lighten up and joke around, even with my closest friends when I'm off stage, that's a real bummer. Never mind. Talking about this is just going to kill the mood. Tonight was about me showing my gratitude to you. So, did you have a good time? Is there anything else you want? Like something to remember the evening by? A souvenir, perhaps? Anything you can think of?
An autographed photo of you?
Okay. Here you go.
Damn. You had one prepared already?
Well, people ask me for autographs all the time. Usually what they want is a signed picture of me on stage. Apparently that makes it more valuable. Yunning suggested that I keep a bunch of them on hand at all times to make things easier.
Ah, yes! That one is a picture from the Divine Damsel of Devastation. I have one just like it on my wall at home.
Hey, are you guys talking about Miss Yoon's autograph photos? I have one in the store too.
So everyone has
Well,
one.
what do you think? Is this souvenir valuable enough for you?
Oh, damn, I hurt her feelings. The thing really worth remembering is perhaps not some autograph picture. Shit. Let's try that one again.
We can try some... I can't wait to try it out. I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
I never thought this would be you, like, off stage.
Well, people do, so in that sense, I can't say it's incorrect to conflate an actor and the characters they play on some... But there are many more sides of me than the few you see on stage. So ultimately, yes, I am not the same person on stage as I am off stage. Sometimes, when I get letters from people, I can write back.
That's a shame. Your off-stage personality is definitely the cuter one.
I bought you one drink, okay? That's not a license for you to start saying weird stuff like that. Well, never mind. You seemed like you were being sincere. I'll let it go. All I was trying to say is that everyone has many different sides to their personality. And if you get fixated on just one of those, there's so much you'll never discover about a person. I mean, if we hadn't had the chance to hang out and chat like this tonight, there are things about you I might never have gotten to see. Like the mighty and distinguished traveler, diligently reviewing my hot pot drinks.
And I would have assumed you were serious all this time. And I wouldn't have assumed you were, no, this one.
Me? Serious? On stage, I guess. But off stage? Just think of me as another one of your friends. Just one who happens to have a flair for the dramatic. So, friend, what shall we do next? Something to remember today by?
Let's get a photo.
Get a photo? You mean capture this happy moment for posterity so we can look back on it later? Sounds good. Let's have the food stall in the background. Now how should I pose?
Can I see? Oh. Yeah. Ah. Oh. Oh, I'll do that in later.
It looks good. I hope whenever you look at this photo in the future, it will remind you of the good time we had today.
So, goodbye for now?
Hold on. How is one photo going to be enough? We'll both need one if we want something to remember each other by.
Right, you have a point.
You take this one, and I'll take another photo of you. But could you find another location for us? I'm thinking somewhere around Feiyun Slope with a good view. I'll join you in a moment. I have something to prepare here first.
Well, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, it's just up here. You wait for a while.
Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
I wasn't waiting long at all. Did you have to get ready?
You'll see. The view here is great. The lights, the buildings, it's the ideal spot. I could
True
see
that.
you chose it carefully. Yes, this angle is perfect. Okay, strike a pose and close your eyes.
Close my eyes for a photo?
Yes, please. Quickly now.
You close your eyes, totally. You hear a series of cracking sounds, creaking sounds, like a wooden stand behind, before unfolding and landing on the ground. Then you hear some light footsteps followed by right by your ear.
Get ready.
Oh goodness.
3, 2, 1. Open your eyes.
Brought together by common interest, a photo together for memory's sake. Okay. Bit confused by that, but
Guess we.
there's multiple. Oh no. This one.
Rest of it.
Miss Yoon? Oh wow,
I
it's
know.
really you! I have just a few questions, if you don't mind.
Hey, get back here. Oh, ditzy girl, you don't have a clue what...
Are you a...
Sorry, Miss...
Miss Yoon?
You...
Yes,
animated?
yes, yep.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah. We were based in...
Oh, I see. Then it's no one...
Hey!
Actually...
Make the most of it. You may as well talk to them.
But what about our plans?
Let's take a rain check on that. I'm interested to hear your story too.
Really? Okay, sure.
oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Yoon.
Great. Thank you both kindly. Let's find a quiet place and get this interview underway.
That's good.
Oh, I see. So that's why you added the silk dance in this scene.
Yes, exactly. Doing it this way not only allows for more physicality in my movement, it also means I can make better use of the stage and transition into the scene more quickly.
Ah, okay. So there was even more to it than I thought. So, wouldn't it make sense to contrast this with the Dongtong Appassionado section that comes directly afterward by making the latter a little more sophisticated?
I think I know which section you're talking about.
Ah, sorry. What am I saying? This is a fixed formula, isn't it? My suggestion would completely break the format.
No, it's okay. It's an interesting idea for sure. I'll give it some thought. Thanks for the suggestion.
Really? Wow, I'm so honored.
This conversation is way beyond me.
Shuryun, maybe it's time to move on to some of the things our readers would like to know about,
Oh, okay. I was also going to ask for your opinion on the set and the costumes.
Yes, well, I'm sure Miss Yun has countless pearls of wisdom she could share on her chosen craft. But, not all of our readers are quite so, artistically literate, shall we say. A lot of them really just want to know more about you. You know, what does Yunjin do when she is off stage?
Excuse me? When I'm off stage?
You know, you're a major celebrity, and a lot of our readers are interested to know what life is like for you. What kind of place you live in, what kind of things you eat, clothes you wear, things you buy. That whole side of things. A day in the life.
Besides rehearsing, a day in my life isn't really any more interesting than anyone else's.
Nonsense. Of course it is. Just think how many people were at your show earlier. They come from all over just to show their support. In fact, a relative of mine has a daughter who's been saying she wants to broaden her horizons recently. She's been looking for a chance to give you a jade hairpin as a gift.
Why are you saying it like that?
Oh. It's against the rules of the opera troupe to accept private gifts from patrons.
Is it?
Could someone out there be accepting gifts for the troupe under false pretenses? I must get Yunning to look into it.
I mean, it wasn't a big deal. Just something she said. Forget I brought it up. So, I saw Gentry Maltsai and the Snezhnayan gentleman come down from upstairs. Are they patrons of your shows, too? So, what are your thoughts on Snezhnaya and the Fatui?
What a jump.
Ugh, I'm sorry. This is my first interview, and my notes are becoming a total mess. I might need a moment to pause and reorganize them a little. Otherwise, I'll never be able to work all this into an article. Mr. Boyi, maybe you should take a look too.
Don't be ridiculous! Stopping an interview halfway through to organize your notes? What are you talking about? Hey, all right. Miss Yun, we'll just be a moment.
Oh,
You look tired. Are you sure you want to continue?
I'm fine. It's not the first time I've been asked questions like these. The last time it happened, Yunning stopped the interview for me. But the next day, the tabloids were full of articles like "Dramatic Exit, Yunjin storms out of interview," and "Miss La-di-da opera star is too good for our questions." Yeah. So from then on, Yunning said all interview requests have to go through her. I used to think I could hold the troupe together just by putting on a good performance. But now, I have to make sure I concentrate on my actions off stage too.
I saw a lot of the audience on the way over here. Many of them found your performance very moving.
Oh, you mean Fanarya and that crowd? I cherish them as members of my audience too. But there aren't many people like them who can appreciate all the nuance in a single viewing. How did Shuryun end up working with an editor like that guy? Something feels wrong there. Ugh. They could be back at any moment, so I should stay here for now. But could you go look into it for me?
No problem.
If you find out anything, come straight back here and let me know.
How can you be so cruel to Miss Yoon?
Shh, keep your voice down. Whatever you got to say, it can wait until we're out of earshot. We'll both be in hot water if Yunjin finds out.
That is.
What's wrong with you? Why can't you get it into your head? Quit asking dull questions and start thinking about how to win over our readers. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, Pug, you have...
I don't think you realize what a golden opportunity you have here. How many journalists would give anything they had to trade places with you right now? Huh? Ever think about that?
You just don't get it. Miss Yun has put her heart and soul into...
Enough! Stop yelling in public! Or do you want Miss Yun to hear about all the lies you're spreading about her?
It's fine.
Me? You're the one making everything up.
Ah, well, you sure seem
It's
pretty
fine.
happy chatting to her, so don't act like you ain't a part of this. And don't forget the contract you signed. Come. We'll continue our little chat over there. You need to listen and learn, young lady.
I...
I wasn't really paying attention to what they were
Are
saying.
you ready to stop whining now? Do you have any idea how rare an opportunity like this is for a small-time paper like ours? Just think of the sales if we can get an exclusive. We'd have enough to cover your salary for 2 lifetimes.
But what about us pretending to be from the Steambird? Aren't you worried she'll find out?
You really think she still would have talked to you if I hadn't told that little white lie? Besides, what have you got to be afraid of? As long as we make it sound like an eyewitness account, how will she be able to refute it? Heck, if she actually presses the issue, I'll probably have to thank her for keeping it current for me.
This is horrible. I will not let you treat Miss Yun like this.
I don't know who she thinks she is anyway. Oh, I sang a couple of shows, so now I'm a national superstar. Give me a break. No one wants to read about your sopranos or your falsettos. We give the readers what they want. That's how this business works. Case in point, that blonde guy seemed to be getting along pretty well with Yunjin. There's definitely a story there, even if there isn't.
Ugh, that's enough. I'm reporting you to the Millilith.
Report me? What for? Libel? Identity theft? Good luck with that. I haven't written anything. Where's your proof? You better tread carefully, Missy. First, you neglect your own duties, and now you're trying to get in the way of mine? You signed the contract. You know full well the consequences. If you sabotage this interview, I will make sure you lose everything you have. I will ruin you. You understand?
Sure.
Why? Oh, why did I sign that contract?
No need to check in with... I should say hidden.
Who's there? Oh, it's you. What do you want? I'm warning you, don't do anything stupid or I'll spread a lovely little story about you and Yunjin throughout all of Liyue.
Wait a second. I was so focused on Miss Yun earlier that I didn't notice who it was.
Huh? What are you talking about?
He's the Traveler. You know, the one who even the Chi Sing will listen to.
What the... what have I gotten myself into? No need to get all worked up here. What we meant was,
No more lies.
Yes, quite right. You are quite right. I'm disappearing into thin air as we speak. Just my luck.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea it was going to turn out like this.
I heard everything. It's not your fault.
But I'm so ashamed. I don't know how I could face Miss Yun now. So please pass on my apologies to her.
Think about it. Lower? Oh. Hello.
Did you find anything out?
Genshin asked me to apologize on her behalf.
I see. Well, it's not unexpected. It's just a bit of a shame that I didn't get to talk with Shiryun for longer. She genuinely understands opera and has a passion for it. That's not something you can act. If I had the chance to talk with her more in depth, it could well provide me with some fresh inspiration.
I didn't know I didn't know that this is what you had in mind.
Yoonjin. Did you agree to another interview without notifying me?
Uh-huh. Don't you think they're coming back? She didn't say anything to give cause for
These
concern.
tabloid types are total scumbags, all of them. Who knows what innocent detail he might end up turning into the next big scandal. Sure, nothing might have come of it today, but who knows where it'll go tomorrow. Short of catching them all in their lair in one fell swoop, who knows when this is going to end?
I'm sorry. I was careless on this occasion.
Well, I mean, I
Well,
kind of
wallowing
pushed
isn't
it.
gonna solve anything. Come on, go tell everyone in the troupe to be extra cautious during this time. Gee, oh Lord, bless us. Spare us any more offstage drama.
Don't laugh. Two more. Mm-mm. Mm.
Are you ready? Just think. You're as long as
This.
no one wants case in point. Report me. You better use some. Well, think very carefully about what you're going to do. This is a rare opportunity. Now, I need to think how to phrase these interview questions.
You. Hey, wait!
Huh? Okay.
Huh? So, you've...
Damn it. Well, okay.
Are you ready? Just think. You as long as no one wants case in point. Report me. You better use some. Well, think.
You.
Okay, it's fine. Lower got.
Did you find anything out?
Well,
I see. I knew there was something fishy about that editor-in-chief. But this is a bigger plot twist than I expected.
should we report it to Miller?
Not yet. All he's done so far is ask a few questions. There's nothing in print yet. The Millilith wouldn't be able to do anything even if we got them involved. Besides, if we rush to
True.
report him now, it's only going to give him more material to write about.
Can't be the first time you've done this. There has to be some evidence at their base of operation.
You're right. But tabloids like theirs never have permanent offices and printing presses. The moment they hear anything, they'll disappear without a trace. And you've got no chance of catching them. I'm actually more concerned about another detail you told me. would you be willing to do me another favor? I want to send a letter to that journalist.
Sure, leave it to
Great.
me.
Thank you.
Would that really be...
The editor should be here soon, so I'll stay here to deal with him. I'll have to rely on you to deliver the letter. If everything goes well, we should be able to get some breathing room for a while.
What am I doing? Okay.
I've had it with you. Do you think contracts are just bits of paper? If we weren't on a tight deadline, you'd better believe I'd fire you right here on the spot. You will stay here and reflect on your actions if you know what's good for you. Sorry, but I'm not babysitting you anymore today.
Oh, what am I going to do? You're the one who was with Miss Yun earlier.
Yunjin wrote this letter for you.
Really? Miss Yun wrote me a letter? Oh, I'll read it right away. Wow. Really? I can't believe this.
What does the letter say?
Miss Yun says that under Liyue law, any penalty charge I have to pay may not substantially exceed the amount of my salary. You can't have a labor contract that would completely bankrupt the employee in the event of a breach. It's not legally binding. So not only can he not get any money off of me, I can take this contract to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and blow the whistle on him. I didn't think about any of this when I was job hunting. I just signed the contract without a second thought. I always thought Miss Yun was all about opera. Who would have thought she was such a legal expert, too?
This is quite the solution she came up with. She's quite amazing.
If only I hadn't gone out of my way to get Miss Yun's attention in the first place, none of this would have happened. I didn't expect it to end up with Miss Yun helping fix my life problems.
You can lead me to the base of Can you lead me to the base of operation? Can you
Well,
provide more evidence?
Mr. Boye says I'm still on probation, so he won't tell me where their work location is. Plus, I give all my draft articles straight to him, so I don't have anything in the way of evidence.
Maybe he's planning to fire you once your probation period ends. What a calculating and convincing guy.
But the letter says that my statement and the contract are enough to get the Millilith looking into it. If Miss Yun says so, I'm sure she must be right. Let's go confront him right now.
Alright.
Okay, I think I've covered this topic pretty thoroughly now. Unless you had any more questions?
Well, what can I say, Miss Yun? You have so many wonderful qualities. Let's not quit while the ball's rolling, huh? Otherwise, I'll think of something I didn't ask later, and by then, it'll be too late. So, hey, where's that, friend of yours who was here earlier? You guys seemed, pretty close. Not intentionally avoiding the interview, surely.
I'm right here.
You're finally back. This poor gentleman's been waiting for you.
You're with Shiryun? Hey, what's going on here? Hey, Shiryun, don't forget the contract you signed.
Funny, that contract's just what we came here
The
to discuss.
Traveler clued me in. This contract you made me sign? It isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Isn't worth the paper it's written on? Don't be ridiculous, it's all there, clear as day. Don't you think I did my research?
Research? Oh, so you're a news editor. But you also have an interest in law?
Yeah, she's new, and she's making a fool of herself. She doesn't get how this all works. My apologies. Now, back to our interview?
No, it's okay. In fact, I found myself delving into some legal texts recently. It's all so intricate and complicated that it's very difficult to take it all in. The contracts of our opera troupe are a case in point. I'd finally finished reading through the relevant documentation from the Yuehai Pavilion when suddenly the Qixing announced a new interpretation. So I'm just curious. How can you be completely sure that you didn't miss anything when you were researching this?
I'm pretty sure I read everything relevant.
Under current legislation, the penalty terms in my labor contract are unreasonable and exploitative. I could report you to the Millilith for extortion.
Nonsense! That's ridiculous!
My goodness. Sir, it seems that we should probably bring this interview to a close here.
Don't listen to her! I run a legitimate business. Everything we do is above board.
Oh, I have no doubt about that at all, sir. But this reminds me of a case I read about not long ago. Once you get reported and the Millilith starts scrutinizing your business, well, not only do they look into every license you have and every work you've ever published, but everything down to your fire safety policy will come under their magnifying glass as well. So if you don't get back now and start preparing for their arrival, well, I mean, I don't mind continuing the interview at all. But I'd hate to take up too much of your precious time if there's any aspect of your business you want to double-check from a legal standpoint.
You? I won't forget this!
Hey, where do you think you're going? Miss Yun, why did you stop me?
Are we really just going to let him go? He'll destroy all the evidence the moment he gets back.
Right! And the contract I have is enough to get him arrested, isn't it?
I'm not a legal expert. I haven't the faintest idea. All that was just an act, aimed at getting him to show us the way.
An act? Show us the way to what? Yunjin, the Millilith are after him. Based on his movements, it looks like Boyi is heading back to his headquarters. I really hope they teach these tabloids a lesson they won't forget. It'd sure make my life a lot easier.
Ah, I see what's
Yes,
going on.
I had
don't
Yunling
exactly-
report to the Millilith while you were delivering the letter for me. The penalty terms in Shuyun's contract are too severe. Even if they don't violate the law, I'm sure he must be taking advantage of some loopholes. Anyone who works like that is sure to have a guilty conscience. So all I had to do was put on a little show, starring the editor-in-chief of the Steambird. And now, he is sure to lead us to the solid evidence.
I can't believe you even kept us in the dark.
Well, acting has to be authentic to be believable.
Their little publication will go out of business in no time. Good riddance, I say. I hope this gets the other tabloids to rein in their antics too. Hey, here's a thought. Maybe we could get him to rat on some of his rival publications. Ah, I only just realized what this means. I'm going to be out of a job, aren't I?
Well, would you still be interested in submitting an article to the Steambird? But the real one this time?
Well, yes, of course. But would they really accept an article from me?
Yunning, when can we arrange the next interview for?
Oh, so now you're asking me. 2 days from now, morning. Work for you?
Okay. Shuyun, let's continue our discussion about tonight's play 2 days from now.
Does this mean I get to do a full feature
Is it
interview
really
with
available
you?
2 days from now?
Okay.
Interesting.
I think I know what I want to write about. Thank you, Miss Yun.
Don't mention it. I'm sure it will be a source of inspiration for both of us.
How cute. One more. Curious to see where this one goes. Ah.
Can you put a few more?
Please have faith in him.
Yunning.
Yunji, you have to take. We're just lucky.
Well, while I'm off stage,
You know, you.
so
You made a good point, Yunjin.
I'm glad you agree. Right, then let's get preparing.
Hey, Traveler! Get over here!
Get over her.
You've only just managed to bring Yunjin back. Now you're taking her straight back out again? What's the big idea? The next show is just days away. Please, if not for me, then for the sake of the opera troupe, I'm begging you, help me convince her that at the end of the day, she's gotta fall in line.
That is not going to be an easy task.
Well, okay, maybe that's asking the impossible, but at least try and keep her distracted. Please, just keep her occupied until the next show. No more thrill-seeking.
What are you two talking about? If it doesn't involve me, I think I'm going to...
You know what? It does involve you, actually. The Traveler was saying, come on, help me stall her.
Oh? Well, what do you need from me?
I want to become an actor.
You want to become an actor?
You do? Oh, yes, of course he does. He was just telling me that he's interested in exploring his dramatic side and, would like you to give him some coaching. Right, good. Well, let's not beat around the bush. Traveler, your master awaits.
Hold on. I don't know if I'm really ready to take on students yet.
Please, this is the day you've dreamed of, isn't it? You certainly talk about it enough. And look, now he's here, ready and willing.
Okay, I get it. You can stop now. Whew. I am delighted that you wish to study the performing arts from me. But the issue is, before you could become my apprentice, I'd have to get approval from the founders, then do an initiation ceremony. There just isn't time for all that right now. So, for now, I'll just teach you a few basics. Informally, one friend to another, there's no need to call me master.
What about teacher? What about coach? Teacher.
What? Don't you think that's a bit old-fashioned? Let's work on that later. Until we settle on an appropriate title, just call me by my name. Let's meet tomorrow morning on the bridge by the sea at Feiyun Slope. I'll do my best to prepare a good first lesson for you.
Whew, what a relief.
Got an achievement. Oh, nice. 6 to 8, I think you said. The next morning. Alrighty then.
Not yet. I can't believe the well got loaded.
Good. You're right on time. Punctuality is an essential quality if you want to make it big in the acting world. Without it, you won't be able to keep on top of all the work you need to do each day.
So where should we start?
Well, first I'd like you to answer me one question. How many pigeons flew from the bridge when you were passing through?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, perhaps someone scared them off before you arrived?
I have no idea.
Alright, never mind. We'll come back to that another time. Anyway, the point of this question was to test your powers of observation. Eyes are the medium for the transfer of emotion. You must train your eyes to be bright, active, and strong. Watching
Really?
the birds fly, hover around, and come into land will not only exercise your eyesight, but also cultivate attentiveness. Indeed, my own daily training routine starts right here. I watch the pigeons to train my eyes, and I sing to the tide to train my voice.
So next I need to train my voice.
All in good time. Grasping all the techniques involved in opera singing and posture is not an overnight process. Let's start from the very beginning, with some general theories to help you better understand the concept of performance.
General theories? The concept of the
Of course.
Oh.
I am in written correspondence with performers from many nations in Teyvat, which has rather broadened my perspective on this topic. For example, let's start with something simple. How would you perform yourself? Try to relive the events of that day when you were battling against an ancient god and fighting off the Fatui. What can you see? What did you feel? Now, I want you to look out at the ocean in front of you and recall the raging waves and the atmosphere of peril from that day. Take a deep breath. Now, gradually, embrace the scene, immerse yourself in it, and let all the emotions back in.
I can't bother to read the rage I felt. Yeah.
Good, good. So that's how you felt. Next, I'd like you to focus on the goal you wanted to achieve at that time.
Defeat the opposing god and the Fatui forces. Survive and continue my journey to protect Leo and my friends as well.
Good, yes. Use that. Okay, good. Now, all of this overwhelming emotion is welling up inside of you, and I want you to let it all out. All at once. Go, stop. Wrong. This is all wrong. There's no emotion, no soul.
Well, I'm
Granted,
sorry.
the character you are trying to portray is your own self, but your performance didn't do the scene justice at all. I couldn't hear you fighting for your life while gargantuan waves were crashing all around you. What I heard was the sound of someone doing vocal exercises by the beach on a calm day.
If I may, we are by the beach and it is a calm day.
Here's the thing. When you're acting, it's not only about getting into character, you also have to recreate the scene in your mind as vividly as you can. Now, I appreciate that you did actually experience this particular scene for yourself, but maybe conjuring up specific details of your surroundings at the time is a little too advanced for novices.
Well, it was a life and death situation. It was a pretty rare experience, even for me.
You're right. If we were looking for an environment to help evoke the emotions you felt at the time, I suppose we could try again. A little farther afield, at Guyun Stone Forest.
No need to go all the way out there.
Too far away? Don't worry, I was just thinking aloud. Besides, even at Guyun Stone Forest, we'd still have trouble recreating the state of the sea that day. Let's try something else. Come with me to the suburbs just north of Liyue Harbor.
Sounds closer than Guyun Stone Forest, at least. It's not too far from Liyue Harbor.
If you've got no objections, let's head off.
I mean, it's still kind of far.
The battle you fought on the Jade Chamber was a very strange set of circumstances, even for someone like you. It's quite normal that you can't get into character just like that. I know it's hard to recreate every facet of the experience in your mind, but what you could try is to replace the foes you faced in that scenario with ones you are much more familiar with.
What do you mean, replace?
I'll give you an example. Let's say you're performing a scene where your character experiences the grief and pain of a death, but you yourself have never experienced this kind of tragic loss before. Well, you can replace death with another, more familiar scenario that evokes a similar sense of grief and pain for you, such as... you bust a gut trying to find a treasure chest, only to finally reach it and find it filled with cabbages and radishes.
Oh, the pain of it all.
Now you're catching on. Action scenes work the same way. Perhaps the experience of facing an ancient god is a challenge to recreate. But if you're replaying the kind of actions you perform every day, you just need to let go, and your subconscious will guide you through. Come, show me how you normally fight. You can start with monsters nearby.
Okay. Down there? Okay.
They're coming. Just do what you normally do in this situation.
Hello there. Hello there. Ow. Really. Yeah, good, you're not full health. There we go.
Oh, that was wonderful. Such deft and fluid movements.
Thank you.
Just like a real adventurer.
I am a real adventurer.
Let's perform the scene again now, while the battle is still fresh in your mind. Look at those red-clad scarecrows. But I want you to see them instead as those Fatui who brandish the sacrificial knives. Now, let us reenact the battle on the Jade Chamber. It's okay if you can't recall the events clearly. You can just replace them with the movements you are most familiar with. And... attack! The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballistas. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
Goodness. How did it go?
I can't fault your movements in terms of technique, but Fatui are larger than most monsters. I don't think it was a conscious decision, but you were aiming a little too low, and you also didn't strike with enough force. Overall, it was just lacking that sense of being in the heat of the battle. Veteran practitioners of this acting method are able to adjust and embellish their real-life experience enough so that it makes an adequate substitute for the scene they are trying to portray. But adjusting deep-rooted habits to adapt them for the stage, that's no easy task.
Yeah, it doesn't sound easy.
Still, this was only your first time trying this method, and all things considered, I think you've done quite well. But judging from your movements, I think this next method might suit you a little better.
What is it?
Choreograph every aspect of your onstage performance in advance. Every movement, every facial expression, even your emotions, and rehearse it thoroughly. You can reference existing characters from opera or imitate similar people from your own life. In short, you want to pin down every detail of the character you want to portray in your mind, and then work through them methodically and find ways to bring them out.
I don't fully understand.
Well, in your case, what you need to do is imitate your past self. Think of yourself not as you, but as somebody outside this world controlling your every move.
That's even harder to understand.
It's complicated to explain, but once you give it a try, I think you'll get the hang of it. Okay, how about we start by setting a simple scenario? The Fatui in red want to attack the Guizhong Ballista, and the heavyweight guards in blue want to try and stop you. What you want to do is evade all the blues and go straight for the reds.
Okay.
Yes, I think that sums it up. There's an open area to the north. I'll set up a stage for you. When you've finished rehearsing everything in your mind, come and find me. Well, have you finished rehearsing?
What am I supposed to be doing again? I think I'm ready.
No need to rush. Take your time.
I'm ready, I think.
I shall guide you with my voice.
Alright. Beautiful.
Now that was a little better. You managed to bring out more of that fearless hero quality that time. My hard work coaching you has finally paid off. This method might not sound as sophisticated and exciting as the first two, but it's the most popular choice for teaching beginners. Rigorous rehearsal and vocal training is at the core of this school of thought. It even works on those whose performance lacks emotional depth at first. As long as you practice diligently, with time, you will achieve mastery one way or another. Either your finely honed skills become a good substitute for innate talent, or the process of honing your skills cultivates genuine talent within you. People say that when you truly master the art of singing, even the birds and beasts will be drawn to your song.
That's amazing.
I know. I guess I still have a long road ahead of me when it comes to developing as a performer.
Wouldn't you have gone with the beginner's method first? Oh no, didn't you start with this one?
Well, because even if I had, you wouldn't have put your heart into it. It's been written on your face this whole time. Just try and keep her occupied until the next show.
It was that obvious? I thought I was doing a good job of hiding it.
Don't forget that acting is my bread and butter. Did you really think I wouldn't be able to see through it? Still, this is a rare opportunity, and I hope you have at least learned something from it about the beauty of the performing arts. The operatic tradition carries countless historical memories within it. As long as the art is kept alive, the voices and faces of bygone heroes can be recreated on the stage for generation after generation. I hope that your voice and your face will make their mark on Liyue Opera too.
My voice and face make a mark on Liyue
Yes.
Opera?
As well as coaching you today, I have also been closely observing every move you make. Do you remember the basics of the final method?
Refer existing characters from opera. Imitate similar people from your own
Don't
life.
you think there's a striking similarity between you, who stood up for Liyue and fought off a god of old, and the divine damsel in the play? With you as a reference in mind, I'm sure I can finally make a breakthrough in creating my own adaptation of this character.
Studying me can help you achieve a breakthrough. So why was your first method to go and put yourself in danger?
Because as far as I'm concerned, the immersion method, drawing on life experiences, and imitating others are all valuable acting methods. Even if my every movement is rehearsed to perfection, I can't move the audience without conveying emotion. And even if I fully master the character's emotions, a little choreography will help make the performance more polished and appealing. Whatever the method is, as long as it offers something that can improve my performance, I will always give it a try. Thank you for trying them out as well. It means a lot to me. And congratulations on making it to the end of your first acting class.
When's my graduation ceremony?
Graduation ceremony? I'm afraid that's still a long way in the future. For now, I hope to incorporate part of you into my performance of the Divine Damsel. But one day, I hope to write an opera all about you. When that day comes, I hope you will be able to join me on stage and give me some constructive criticism. It'll take a lot of hard work to reach the point where you're ready to go on stage. But I'll be here to keep you on track every step of the way.
You're such a strict teacher. You're a demanding coach.
Here we go again. So old-fashioned. Then again, I suppose I will have to give you a lot of instruction along the way. And if I won't let you call me master, teacher, or coach, I've got to think of something you can call me. Ah, I've got it. You can call me mentor. What do you think?
Done. Nice. Nice. How lovely. Alright, I'm gonna end that there.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool.